Certainty of death? Small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
Fellas, I feel this is my lucky day.
Brilliant.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Rankin. This is gonna be a fun one today, and it's probably gonna be a short one today as well, because we're talking about Michael B. Jordan movies. But it's gonna be fun nonetheless. Over here we've got Chris. Chris, how's it going?
Doing good. I'm happy to talk about Michael B. Jordan becoming one of my favorite actors today. I think he had a lot of good movies, a couple of bad ones, but a lot of good ones and some best movie in a while. But he did have fun.
But also I've got JPO here. JPO, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? We can't talk Michael B. Jordan without a couple more Jordans to talk about some Jordans. So let's Jordan this thing up.
And last but not least, we've got Jordan Anderson. Jordan, how's it going?
Did somebody say Jordan? Yeah. Whenever I hear my name called somewhere, I'll usually come running, depending what it is. But this one sounded like a good one, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, fun fact, I did try to go for the joke of having like some of Michael and B in the name too, but Brian Michaels didn't want to be on here. But how the show works is we're just going to go around in a panel and nominate a movie we think belongs on the top 12 of the list, and then we'll say yes or no to it. And yeah, because it's a 4-person panel, it's going to come down to the other 3 people if it makes the list. And yeah, but Chris, what is the first movie you're going to bring up?
So I didn't go with the first one where I mean, another movie I totally noticed Michael B. Jordan the first time. The one I really recognize that he's a really good actor upcoming on Fruitvale Station. Like, I think this is one really great, well, kind of biopic, kind of true story movie that not a lot of people know almost guy. And I think the story itself is tragic. I think the movie does a great job of making you invest in character despite knowing where it's heading. Like they do this little real life cliff in the beginning to set up what may come down the line. But I thought Michael B. Jordan was fantastic. Octavia Spencer phenomenal at the mom in the movie. I think the scene that breaks my heart every time I go back is the scene with him and his daughter talking about going to Chuck E. Cheese the next day, and that realization that never gonna happen, like knowing what's gonna happen, like to make it heartbreaking more. I love this film. It's only one of the only few movies, despite I knew the true story, that made me gasp when it happened. Like, I'm happy to be on one of it.
But JPO, what do you say about Fruitvale Station?
It's a big no. No, yeah, it's a big yes. I feel like there might not be too much fighting in these like the nomination rounds. We'll see them maybe once we get to the end. But no, yeah, this is a great one here. Great indie flick here. I don't hit you in the feels too. I think was it as Octavia Spencer is fantastic in this as well. So yeah, no, it's a big yes.
Jordan, what do you say about Fruitvale Station?
Well, I always wonder with a list like this, if we get too many no's, do we have to revisit them in order to get 12? Hopefully not. Yeah.
That's actually a funny point. If we said no multiple times and we ran out of movies, do we like go back? Like, what is the
right.
what is the protocol, Malcolm?
Well, it's never happened before, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, I don't want to do it just to see what he does. But all right.
First time for everything. But yeah, Fruitvale Station's a pretty easy yes. I think it's pretty powerful. I think that the story is really good here, and especially shut up Kevin Durant too. He always plays a really good a-hole type of guy, so he's good at that. And in this way, as the cop, and then yeah, Octavia Spencer's good also. And yeah, it's a good one. So I'll say yes.
And yeah, I'm not that high on Fruitvale Station, but I do like it enough. Like there's definitely a couple of movies that I just flat out don't like. They wouldn't like to see here. So, and Fruitvale Station's not one of them. So it's yes to me.
Yeah.
So Fruitvale
You
Station.
scare me, Malcolm.
But JPO, what is the first movie you're going to bring up?
This is just where we all disagree and we move on, make it quick. Creed. It's fucking great. I don't think it's better than the Rocky movies. Yeah, I said it. I love Rocky's inclusion in it. Stallone got screwed. Mark B. Rylance, you suck. Yeah, Creed's fantastic. Let's get Creed up in this bitch.
Jordan, what you say about Creed?
Yeah, the Creed movies are really, really solid, and I think we may end up having to maybe have all of the Creed movies on here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, and I think one of the Creed movies is probably better than most of the Rockies one or the Rocky movies. But I don't know if it's this one. This is my second favorite though. So I mean, I'll still say yes to it because the Creed movies are awesome, and I think we'll probably see Ryan Coogler popping up multiple times here. Yeah. So yes.
It's almost as if a good chunk of his career is with Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, right.
Like Creed, this is like my second favorite Creed movie, but I still really like it a lot. I think it's great. And yeah, I am in the camp where I prefer it to the OG Rocky. Partially because more of a case of I've saw Creed before, still even saw a Rocky movie, so it's a yes for me. Chris, what do you say about Creed?
I fucking love Creed. I love the fish. That one shot fight scene in one of my favorite one shot moment in any movie, like that whole boxing match. A fantastic movie. One up Ryan Coogler. That used to be my favorite Ryan Coogler movie until such one that came out recently. But Stallone, fantastic. He should have won Best Opening Actor. So I like Mark Rylance. Like British Pie, but I would have gave it to Stallone over Mark Rylance any day. And yeah, great movie. I mean, we do probably be up all feet, so we have to say my thought on the other two when we get to them.
So, with arms wide open, Creed is going to make the list.
Creed.
But Jordan, what is the first movie you're going to bring up?
I don't know if I want to go straight for the one that I was thinking of because it's a little too similar to what we were just talking about. So let's just go with the new one that just came out. I'm going to go with Sinners because I saw Sinners and it was my number one movie of the year until I just saw Thunderbolts, and that movie's awesome. So, but they're pretty close though. I mean, I'm just more of a comic book guy, but I wouldn't fault anyone for putting Sinners at the top of their movie list at all because it's really good. And yeah, and even I would say Sinners, even for people that aren't really like fans of like horror, the first half doesn't have really any horror, and it just really kicks in the second half. And I don't think it's anything too crazy compared to a lot of horror movies out there. It's no Substance or anything like that. So, yeah, and also Haley Steinfeld, she's really good also, and yeah, just all around the cast is really really solid. Delroy Lindo has some funny moments in it, but it's really good. It's a good period piece set in the 30s, I believe. So yeah, with vampires, yeah. So Sinners.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got around to Sinners yet. I've just been busy working, ironically, and I just haven't. And the times that it's been on, I just hasn't worked for me. So yeah, I do plan on seeing it at some stage. But Chris, have you seen Sinners?
Yeah, just saw it for the second time today. Took my mom and dad to see it. They enjoyed it a lot. I loved it movie. Michael B. Jordan, fantastic, playing two twins. Jack O'Connor is O'Connor, and Eugene England, fantastic as the lead vampire. The actor to point out is Michael Keaton, who making his film debut this movie. I thought he was freaking phenomenal both times I've seen this movie. I thought, boy, this guy can sing. And the fact that it's a debut and you think you've seen a bunch of stuff before watching, this kid is really good. Delroy Lindo, Haley Steinfeld, the whole cast are fantastic. Without going to spoiler, my favorite scene is the first musical sequence in the film. I think that one of the most stunning moments like I ever saw in any movie. Like, and I love it both times I've seen him. And that great use of mid-credit scene. One of my favorite mid-credit scenes in the last couple of years. Like, I love this movie. That's easily my number one. It's on both my number 4 behind Warfare and the Thing Companion. I have to think on my list. But yeah, it's easy yes for me.
JPO, what do you say about Sinners?
Yeah, big old yes. It is also my current number 1 of the year. No, this thing it has a nice character build up. Yeah, some great stuff in the end. As Chris said, stick around for that mid credit scene. No, it's a big yes, and dual performances by Mikey B here.
Sinners is going to make the list.
But just real quick, I was gonna say I was trying to describe to my dad what Sinners was all about because he was curious about it. So I was like, imagine you take the 30s with a bunch of African Americans in a dance hall and they play music that's so powerful that it causes them to travel through time, sort of like different music from all eras come, and it makes vampires want to come after them because they want them so bad. So it's a
think of it a much better version than From Dusk to Dawn. Like that.
Yeah.
Whoa! Don't shit on Dusk Till Dawn for no reason.
A more updated version of From Dusk to Dawn.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't say much better. That movie's dope too.
Yeah.
All right, so for me, I'm going to take a chance here because those that know me know I don't discriminate against the straight to DVD movies because they still count, in my opinion. And I'm bringing up, weirdly enough, the only animated movie he's ever done, which is Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. He plays Cyborg in the movie, and honestly, I think he was a great take on Cyborg, and I wouldn't mind seeing him play Cyborg in the DC universe in live actions. I do think he's great, and yeah. But Chris, what do you say about Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox?
I freaking loved this movie. I think I watched it for the first time for them. Like, I think last year, the year before, we would talk about DC movie. I freaking love this movie. I think it maybe direct to video, but it great use of the Flash, much better than the Flash movie. I will say between two, this is the Flashpoint Paradox I prefer. And yeah, I love this. This is a really good adaptation, and I thought they did a great job for direct to video DC movie.
JPO, what do you say about Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox?
Yeah, I didn't have this on my list just because I wasn't sure where everyone stood on it as far as qualification wise. But no, I mean, if we're saying it's good to go, then yeah, I would give it a big yes. While MCU controls the theater, DC has really cornered the kind of direct to video market for animation. And that's not a knock. They're really good. A couple of these are worthy enough for theaters, and this is another good example of one too. So yeah, I'm happy to put this on the list. Yeah.
Jordan, what do you say about the Flashpoint Paradox?
So out of all of Michael B. Jordan's movies, I don't know if he has like 18 to 20, something like that.
16, 17, I think.
Yeah, so I've seen 14, and this is one of the few that I haven't seen. So I've seen almost all of his movies. I just haven't seen this one yet. And what I want to do sometime is have someone that's a big fan that's seen almost every one of the DC animated movies. Tell me the best ones to watch because I don't know if I can.
Under the Red Hood. Get to that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I can watch all of them. But I've seen a few Batman ones. Yeah, but that's about it. So.
Shameless plug. If you go through the Rankin playlist, there's a Rankin about DC animated movies.
Yeah,
so,
that was the one I was on. That were which one was it?
Yeah, I've only seen so I've seen the Red Hood, I've seen Mask of the Phantasm, and I've seen the what's the one with
Phantasm is actually also a theater one technically.
Yeah. And then the Killing Joke, I've seen that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not talking
but yeah, but Just Leave the Flashpoint Paradox is going to make the list, and we move on to Chris.
You know what? I'm going to go with the lesser known superhero one that not really based on any property, but I think was a lot of people introductions to Michael B. Jordan Chronicle. I think between the two Josh Trank movies, this is the better one, and this is a fantastic villain origin story movie because it's kind of like Dane DeHaan turning from a good person to a super villain in a way. It seemed like it'd be doing a great. His death is pretty shocking in the movie. And I think it's one of the better found footage movies. I think all three of the actors did a great job. The last 20 minutes, fantastic. The final fight with Dane DeHaan, the other guy. And you feel for them. You feel for Dane DeHaan a lot in the movie. Like, you feeling sympathetic to him, and it's tragic fall for his character. I wish we got another one, but hey, look what happened to Josh Trank with Fantastic Four. We probably would never get Chronicle 2 anytime soon. But yeah, Chronicle.
Everyone's like 40 years older. So yeah, the time has passed.
Yeah.
JPO, what do you say about Chronicle?
Yeah, no, this is another yes. Good concept, kind of found footage superhero as well. Something a little different. Good directorial debut. Maybe these two should team up again. Oh wait, never mind. But yeah, no, this is a big yeah.
Jordan, what do you say about Chronicle?
So I'm a huge Chronicle fan. This movie's in my top 64 actually, and it's really, really good. And it might be my favorite found footage movie actually, because I think it's all found footage stuff, and it's also my so it's my introduction to almost all three, like Dane DeHaan, Alex Russell. Michael B. Jordan, I did see him in Friday Night Lights.
I was just going to do shit afterwards, so yeah.
Yeah. but so it was probably the second time that I've seen Michael B. Jordan, but yeah,
yeah, this is not. Yeah, there's a big one. That's his real introduction.
yeah, but yeah, it's really good, and yeah, really kind of haunting. Yeah, the way that it plays out, but it's one that I recommend. Like, even if you're not a huge fan of found footage, I think Chronicle is maybe a good starter for people that maybe aren't sure about it, or they've seen something they don't like. I mean, just give it a try. I was a huge a champion when it came out, and weirdly enough, when it came out, for some reason, so I didn't buy it the first week that it came out onto physical media. But then I went to go try to find it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to go on like a wild goose hunt to find it, but I found it, so now I own it. But yeah, so I'll say yes.
Yeah, I don't like Chronicle. I've never understood the hype for it. I will say it's the better Josh Trank movie starring Michael B. Jordan. I'll give it props for that. But I would have easily said.
Even your dog's like, no fucking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was boring. So I would have said no, but it's going to make the list regardless of what I say.
What is your list then? Like, I agree it's not high, but I'm curious to what is over it in your 12.
Yeah, right.
You never cease to surprise me on this show.
That movie's number 3 on my list.
I mean, look, on my personal list, this probably would have been. It's still sitting at 12. I still would have said no to it because, yeah.
All right.
What? I don't know what your point was just now, but
yeah, you're supposed to have 12 on the list, but it's fine.
Well, yeah, but it's one of those ones like because there was one that I haven't seen on here, so I still would have said no because I think I've got higher than Chronicle. I think I've got movies I like better. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway,
what? No, I'm sorry, you lost me. But continue.
Yeah, I'm just rolling, smile and nod.
On a nod, boy.
I don't even remember. I think it was
Jordan and Jordan Owen.
Right.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me look real quick. Oh shit, Black Panther. Y'all always get that on the list.
Yeah.
Do I gotta explain? This is surely one of my favorite MCU films. In general, I love the culture, the different settings of this taking place. Another great kind of eclectic cast there too. There's a lot of great side characters around them. This really brought a nice new world to the MCU. So yeah, Black Panther.
Jordan, what do you say about Black Panther?
Yeah. So Black Panther rules. It's really good. am a huge fan. I've got like Black Panther T-shirts. I've got a Black Panther hat and over in my closet. I even have on my phone the background is from Marvel Rivals. Black Panther is one of my go-to characters, so that's what he looks like from Marvel Rivals. That's that style. So yeah, but yeah, and yeah, I think it's just really cool, and I think that it's a pretty cool thing what they did for like the African culture and all that. Really, just showcasing it, and yeah, I think that, and it's really sad about Chadwick Boseman too. May he rest in peace. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan was probably like one of the other best things about the movie. So yeah, and a really cool fight scene with him at the end. So playing Killmonger. So yeah, I'll say yes.
Jordan, what do you say about Black Panther?
You say I just said
Never mind.
How
Mine's
did
a
you
little
say
further
that?
along.
no, it's all good.
Anyway, I think Black Panther is great, and I think Michael B. Jordan is great at playing the villain, and I wouldn't mind seeing him play more villains in that. But I think it's really good, and yes, it's a yes for me. Chris, what do you say about Black Panther?
Yeah, it would have been the next one I would have brought up. I love Black Panther. I argue Michael B. Jordan should have gotten an Oscar nomination for that. I think his performance is that good, kind of similar to Angela Bassett. The second one where he elevates the material. I think the script is one of the best MCU script the last couple of years. Like, it's really strong script, very funny, very thoughtful, very thought-provoking. McTavish Boardman, what more can you say? He is Black Panther, like, no doubt about it. I love this film. One of my favorite theater experiences, both times I saw in theater with Donnie, and I think what's happened. Ryan Coogler, one of the best directors making today. And I think he had yet to miss, even though I didn't love Black Panther too that much. Ryan Coogler is still yet to miss to me a bad movie. Like, yeah, huge yet for me. Like, they'd be close to my top of my list on the ranking. Like,
But that Black Panther is going to make the list. And we go to Jordan. What is your next nomination?
Yeah, so we already got one on the list. Let's get another one. I'm gonna go Creed 2 because out of all the three Creed movies, Creed 2 is probably my favorite one because I like all the like Drago stuff. You got like his son Victor at Drago. Then you even have like some cool interactions between Ivan, the dad, and Rocky Balboa, and then and then a really cool fight between Michael B. Jordan and as Adonis Creed and Victor Drago, which I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Florian Montinu or something like that.
guy first country, that's how I put it.
Yeah, but it's just really solid. Like, I just love the way that's portrayed. I guess this one's directed by Stephen Caple Jr., who went on to do Transformers: Rise of the Beast, which I don't think is a bad Transformers movie, but it's not the best one by any means. But it's not bad.
It's what started the redemption with the Transformer movie with Bumblebee and then Transformer 1. So
yeah, right. So yeah, so Creed 2.
Yeah, Creed 2 is my favorite of the trilogy as well. I think it's really good, and yeah, I think it's one of those ones that it definitely builds on the lore. And yeah, and I do think it's really good. So it's a yes for me. Chris, what do you say about Creed 2?
I like Creed 2 a lot. I think that trial death franchise, because a lot of people talk about 1 and 3 more than 2. And I do think 2 have a lot of good stuff to it. I think I like the Drago stuff a lot. I think I like they kind of went back to one of the villains from the original, kind of like Cobra Kai did, and kind of do a redemption arc for both the dad and his son. Like, that you liked them. But yeah, Stallone fantastic. This was a great continuation of the story. And I love this whole the trilogy itself. We probably could get talked about Fleet pretty soon too. Yes, for me.
But JPO, what do you say about Creed 2?
No, it's a big yes. I flop between this and the first one because I do love the Sly stuff in the first one. But yeah, this if you think this is your favorite, then I got no problems with that. This is fantastic follow up. Another reason why I'm just so the way the fights are shot too. That's why I like these more than Rockies. I just think the fights are wonderfully shot as well. So it's a yes.
And it's a very memorable trailer because they're like, I got
Yeah, no, like
loyalty inside
like
my
you're pumped.
DNA.
Yeah,
I got loyalty. This is that one, yeah.
yeah. That's what I was just saying. Yep.
But it's back to me, and you know, sometimes when you make mistakes on live streams, it is an awkward moment. I'm bringing up that awkward moment.
Sure, yeah.
You would have turned me up, I would have probably bought up next.
But I
Why?
think,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but I think that awkward moment is not is a pretty fun like comedy now. I think it's a really good movie, and I think it's really enjoyable to watch. And I think like Michael B. Jordan has sort of a good sort of pairing with Miles Teller, Zac Efron, and that, and yeah. So, Chris, what do you say about that awkward moment?
You know what? I kind of maybe I need to give it a rewatch and would go down upon it. But Batman, I saw it on DVD. I liked it. It's a stupid, funny movie. That way it was. If it get no, then you get no. But I'd rather put this on than a couple of bad ones. So it's all yes for me.
JPO, what do you say about that awkward moment?
No. I'd rather have Fantastic Four on here. I don't think this is a very funny movie. I think these three could do a good movie together as friends with a better script, but the script's not there. I didn't find it funny. I barely got to 2 stars personally, so it's a no.
Jordan, what do you say about that awkward moment?
Yeah, I'm also not a huge fan of it. There's just weird stuff going on. There's like a scene where like Zac Efron and Miles Teller are like on the toilet and they're like on the phone back and forth. I'm like, what are we doing? This is like really weird. It's not funny, and like some of the stuff in it, like I didn't really laugh in it. I thought it was kind of I'm kind of cringy, to be honest. I just wasn't a fan, so I gotta say no.
That awkward moment is not going to make the list. Chris, we go to you next.
You know what? I'm going to go with the one not a lot of people brought up. Yeah. One of the more serious ones. I liked it a lot. Just Mercy. Like, I think this is a really good courtroom drama. I think good and great. Brie Larson pretty good. St. Blake Nelson have a really good scene, like 2-scene movie with the prison scene, and then we had to testify. Like that good courtroom drama. Jamie Foxx really good in it. It just. I liked it. It's like I know a lot of people sometimes say Michael B. Jordan. I know my dad didn't really like his acting in the movie. I like courtroom drama. I thought it was a very interesting courtroom drama movie.
JPO, what do you say about Just Mercy?
No, absolutely a yes here as well. Good movie. I think I was a little late to it because I look kind of by the numbers, and to a degree, it might be like you've seen kind of similar stories like this, but it's handled, I think, very well here. I think Jamie Foxx really get a good reminder of what he can do on screen, and also really good side performance too by Rafe Spall, however you say it, as the other lawyer. Who at the end of the movie, you can see how torn he is because he finally his eyes are opened up to the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he goes to the judge, he goes, Your Honor, I'm torn. Because, like, you know, and he sold it so well. And I love movies like that show that, like, you know, human beings can learn and change and adapt. And this is a guy who thought he was guilty just because he believed in the court system and he believed in, like, other people wouldn't lie, but he sees the truth finally at the end. That's a great little side performance as well here. Mikey B is good. So, yeah, it's a yes for me.
Jordan, what do you say about Just Mercy?
Yeah, I think the movie's really good. Yeah, I think that it's a cool, pretty powerful story, and yeah, it's got a good supporting cast. I mean, Brie Larson, Jamie Foxx, Tim Blake Nelson, and yeah, the director, it's Destin Daniel Cretton. He directed Short Term 12, and I think he's going to direct the new the Spider-Verse movie, like Brand New Day.
He also directed one of my favorite MCU movie post Endgame, Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, Shang-Chi. Yeah, he did that too. Yeah. So So yeah, he's a pretty solid director. I think the movie's really good. So yeah, I'll say yes.
Yeah, I watched Just Mercy the first time for this, and yeah, it's a pretty solid movie. It's and it's a really good courtroom drama, so it's a yes for me. So Just Mercy is going to make the list.
Evidently, he's
Um,
attached to a possible Naruto movie too. If anyone was a Naruto fan.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Hell yes.
But JP, we're going to go back to you. What is the next movie you're going to bring up?
Oh no! I'm just saying. I think it's funny. Like, I'm just gonna complete the trilogy. I think Creed 3 should be on here. I
good.
think
I
by
thought you were
what
going with something else.
No. I'm just laughing because I usually try to like if it's a certain some actors I'll try not to do go sequel heavy, but him because I don't love some of his other choices as far as like the last couple that would make the 12. That I think let's get all the Creeds in because again there's not a bad one in the bunch. The stuff with the daughter is fantastic here. Even if you don't like Jonathan Majors as a person, I love his story arc. I think as well is also good continuation of him and the wife. Still find it weird. My only discrepancy is I kind of wish they had treated it like the last Scream when like there's no Sidney. They at least give you one line as to why there's no Sidney. They just act like Rocky doesn't exist in this movie. Like there's not a single freaking mention or nod. Still a big nitpick for me. One sentence: Rocky's sick. Rocky's home. Or I miss Rocky because he's dead. Whatever you want to do, at least explain. Like he's with his son. He's with his son. We're tired at home. Or tell us he's dead. But don't act like he doesn't exist. He's too big of a part of those first two to ignore him like in the third. Besides that, it's a really good movie.
Thank you, Jordan, because when I mentioned it about us down Craftable back during the day, people gave me crap. Oh, we didn't need Walking Dead. Listen, just give an explanation. I really is.
One sentence. I'm not saying you need to, give us a scene. Literally one like Scream. They're like, Cindy's at home with her husband. Cool. Rocky's at home with this kid, or tell us like, hey man, I miss Rocky. Let him look up at the sky for a second to like, insinuate that he's dead. That's all. Like he's too big of a part to just fan of like ghost that character.
Yeah.
Just if Rocky appeared, this guy, Mufasa style from Lion King.
Happy Gilmore, him, the Gator, and Lincoln, something.
Yeah.
But Jordan, what do you say about Creed 3?
Yeah. So I actually really like Creed 3. Yeah, I remember when I saw it. Yeah, I was very, I don't know if surprised is the right word, but I was really happy. I was having a good time when I saw it, and it has maybe my favorite training montage when he starts training and then all the music kicks in. I was kind of low key dancing a little bit in the theater. I'm like, man, this is getting me pumped.
Good direction too. Shout out to him for directing.
Yeah, right. Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, and then the stuff with like his. With his mom, I think this is the one that she's in. I don't want to spoil it what she does, but Felicia Rashad. And if they do a fourth one, like I almost kind of low-key hope they do something like maybe with this daughter being like a deaf boxer or something. That could be kind of cool. So I'll say yes. And even with the Jonathan Major stuff, I thought he was good in this. But he's kind of a weird dude. I watched an interview with him on some ABC interview, and like he's definitely guilty of what he did, and it really seemed like he was trying to do PR cover up or something like that for it. It's kind of weird. So,
I mean, yeah, don't do your own PR cover up of the person from Millie Perez is a good example.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's one of those weird things. I thought it'd come out that he was found innocent of that the girl lied.
I think I thought he pled guilty to like a lesser charge or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't follow through. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just know that when his magazine Dreams finally got released this year, like I don't think anyone cared.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it definitely was like you're totally guilty for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't believe people should be canceled forever unless they're like did something horrible, and I don't know the whole circumstances.
But I mean, I've said this before. I don't think anyone's permanently cancelled. Like Kevin Spacey's still doing stuff. Like even though it's not in the mainstream, he's still doing stuff.
Roman Polanski still directs movies overseas, so that's weird.
Yeah,
even that piece of shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, Michael B. Jordan wasn't in either of those movies done by those people. But Creed 3 is a pretty solid movie. And yeah, and it's one of those ones like I did think Jonathan Majors was great as the other boxer in that, and yeah, so
Yeah.
Creed 3 is easy for me. Chris, what do you say about Creed 3?
Yeah, I love Creed 3. I go back and forth between two of this about my second favorite out of the trilogy, because I do like both a lot. I love the anime style fight that Michael B. Jordan does as a director. I'm an anime fan myself. I think it's great dramatic stuff. I like the stuff with his daughter. I like the stuff with his wife. I thought Major was really good, despite I don't like him as a person anymore. He is really good in the movie, the actor, and I like the rivalry between two of them. I can't wait, and I like the use of Drago on the way they used in the film. Yeah, I can't wait to see where they go next. They do another Creed. I've been really, they had yet to make a bad Creed movie so far.
Creed 3 is going to make the list and in the trilogy. But Jordan, what was the next movie you're going to bring up?
Well, I'm going to bring up one that I'm not sure which way the panel's going to go on it, but I got to sing the I love it when you call me Big Papa. Put your hands in the air if you're a true player. But that's from Hardball, and yeah, so I'm going to nominate Hardball. And in that movie, if you go to IMDb, he says he just credited as Michael Jordan, but that's fine without the B. I don't know, but and yeah, he just plays one of the kids on the team. He's like fourth or fifth build, something like that. But he plays Jamal, and he has a pretty significant role on the team. One of the more featured kids on there, and I think that the movie's fun. Just like Keanu Reeves, like being a sentence. I don't know if he has like a DUI or he has something where he has to go and like coach this team, and then yeah, it's one of those kind of like movies we've seen before. We've seen the concept before, but I think that everyone plays it really well here, and like the kind of like the coach, they're like, no, I don't want to do it, and then he does and falls in love with the kids and wants to help them. So yeah, I'll say Hardball.
Yeah, I watched Hardball for this. Like this is his first credited role in which he was actually given a name. He had a movie before this in which he was called Teen Number 2. But yeah, but I thought he was really solid in the movie, but I thought the movie itself was really good as well. And yeah, so it's yes for me. Chris, what do you say about Hardball?
So this is one of my favorite blind spots here. I haven't watched a lot early Michael B. Jordan before like Chronicle, like just because there are a few that chose to take a pass on when looking at what to watch for this list. But you guys convinced me. The review trying to turn me off, but you guys said good. I might give it a watch. Oh, yeah.
That's really good.
JPO, what do you say about Hardball?
No, it's definitely a yes for me here. It's a very well-intended, good film here. I think Keanu's really good. Yeah, he's like an alcoholic who, like, I just read the plot. I guess trying to get a loan. It's been a while. I should rewatch it because I do remember liking it here, and kind of a drama. There's some turns that might get you in the feels a little bit later on. But yeah, no, I mean, and this is kind of the big introduction right before Friday Night Lights for Michael B. Jordan originally for anyone. So yeah, no, this belongs here too, even in general as a film, and then for him.
It's kind of like the Mighty Ducks, but with baseball. I'm kind of like that.
little deeper, a little darker.
Yeah, it might be a little deeper.
Just a little darker.
So if that Hardball is going to make the list,
We got 2 spots left.
Ooh.
Yeah, and five movie spotting for those 2 spots. I'm gonna go for this one because I thought it was a really decent-ish war movie. And I'm gonna bring up Red Tails. Look, well, maybe not one of the greatest movies that is like in his filmography. I still think it's better than some of his worst movies on that we haven't brought up yet. And so yeah, so I think it's a really like decent war movie. it's good. So Red Tails is on the table. Chris, what do you say about Red Tails?
I thought about watching this for this list, but as soon as I saw George Lucas' name and just how I feel about George Lucas post prequel movies, yeah, I took a little pass on it. I like the cast of George Lucas, and when they say written by George Lucas, I always would take it back. His writing is atrocious.
It wasn't directed by George Lucas. It was Anthony Hemingway that directed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, Lucas has done shit in years.
Yeah.
It's a Lucasfilm movie, but George Lucas
Yeah.
has no nothing.
Well, I just meant directing wise. Directing wise, he hasn't done shit in years.
Yeah. But JPO, what do you say about Red Tails?
This is unfortunately one of my blind spots now. I just remember the recent time was just kind of okay, and I'm not always necessarily an old school war guy, so I didn't see it, but it might belong on here. So if y'all agree, I don't mind it, but I just haven't seen it. Oh, hold on, what is my list? Maybe I should just say yes. Hold on. Just because I have seen some other ones, I'll give it a slight no. Although it might belong. I don't mind if it makes it.
Jordan, what do you say about Red Tails?
Yeah, I mean, so I think that the story overall is a good, like the true story of the Tuskegee Airmen that they kind of focus on, but the movie just isn't executed very well. It's not very good. like even for me, like with as much action and things that it had in there, I just was kind of bored. So I'm not a big fan. But it has a pretty stacked cast. But I mean, you got Bryan Cranston, and you got David Oyelowo, Terrence Howard, Cuba Gooding Jr. But I gotta say no.
If that Red Tails isn't going to make the list, Chris, we go to you next. What are you going to bring up?
I don't go with. Don't be saying here. Pick the one that I think is good. Because somebody else don't pick the other one. It's not the greatest action movie ever, and not the best movie based on Tom Clancy thing. But I kind of like Without Remorse a good bit. The action sequence when it's done well is good. Michael B. Jordan performance is really good in it. Like, is it the best thing based on Tom Clancy? No. It's the greatest thing Amazon Prime done. No, but a decent little action movie for Amazon Prime that wouldn't mind seeing a continuation with Rainbow Six, the video game where they were kind of hinted at the end, like that movie version there. So, Without Remorse, because I don't want to mention the other one. I know it'd probably be up about that.
JPO, what do you say about Without Remorse?
Yeah, 80's out there on there. This is probably the last movie, even though we got two more, that I would actually give at least a mild thumbs up to. I liked it, but it definitely is one of those kind of, I don't want to say soulless action films, but I don't know, I was never really that invested necessarily in the character. There's some good action stuff, so it's a mild thumbs up, and it does squeak out on this list.
Jordan, what do you say about Without Remorse?
Yeah. So I have seen it, and I think it's decent. I think that it's a pretty compelling plot where the pregnant wife gets murdered, and so he wants to create a war over it between the United States and Russia, which is kind of interesting. but I mean, I don't know if that's the intention. It might be, but it kind of escalates quickly. But yeah, I think that's decent enough. And the director of the movie, Stefano Solamina, or like Soyamina, I don't know how you say it. The double L there, but he's low-key, he's attached to potential Sicario 3. Now I don't know if that's gonna happen, but
he did the second one.
Oh, okay. He did the second one. Okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
I know we're way past it, but the director of Hardball's got a fun one. Ready to Rumble, Good Burger, Meet Dave. Like he's got a weird filmography.
You lose me as soon as you send me Dave.
I know. That's why I was kind of.
Well, I'll say yes, just based on because we don't have a lot of movies left. So yeah, I'll say yes.
Yeah. Look. Without Remorse is not good, but it's better than other things. So it's going to be a slight yes for me as well. So Without Remorse is going to make the list. JPO, what are you going to bring up? We've got one spot left.
All right, y'all. After this, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
There are some good moments though in it. Fahrenheit 451 with him and Michael Shannon, all about burning books and what is the right kind of thing to do with knowledge when knowledge is overused. The best parts are does Michael Shannon know what Michael B. Jordan knows, and like they're kind of playing cat and mouse with one another here. It was an HBO film. Like I said, I didn't love, but it has enough moments and just not much to choose from. So Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah.
Jordan, what do you say about Fahrenheit 451?
Yeah. So surprisingly, I did kind of like it because they did another Fahrenheit 451. I can't remember if it's like the 70s or something like that. But that one's not good. And then this one's at least decent because I had to read the book. It was required reading when I was in high school. So I read the Ray Bradbury book, and the book's really good. And yeah, I think that they at least portrayed the events in it pretty accurately. And yeah, I think that it's fun. So I mean, fun, but so I'll use that word. But I don't know if I'll use great to describe it, but fun, sure. So I'll say yes.
I mean, yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
Like it's once again, from what's left, the bar is not that high. Although there's a highly praised movie, I'm surprised it didn't come up. I'm guessing none of you had. Neither of the Jordans had seen A Journal for Jordan.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, funny enough, I know. It got me a good trivia point the other week in another league. But yeah, no, I never saw the movie with Jordan, about a Jordan,
Yeah.
but this Jordan didn't see it.
I never saw it either.
Funny enough, it's not a biopic about Michael B. Jordan. I just want to put it down.
it's not.
It's
trailer
a
like that.
Denzel flick too.
It is a Denzel movie, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and there's one of those ones like because I looked this up on Just Watch, like it lied to me. It told me it was on Netflix for me, but it wasn't. So I couldn't watch it. I was actually going to watch it for this. But yeah. Anyway, back to Fahrenheit 451. Yeah, it's definitely better than Fan Force. So yes. Chris, what do you say about Fahrenheit 451?
I have not seen it, but I'd rather have had it on than Fan Force Day. So yeah, a one yes for me because we don't want to talk about Fan Force Day.
So that closes up the list. Normally I'd go for honorable mentions, but it's like Fan Force. That's it. That's three. Or that and A Journal for Jordan, which we've already talked about. None of us have seen. But I will say, like, there's some less
We said
known
no
movies.
to all the cameos, so yeah, we don't have much to
Well,
talk
I mean,
about.
yeah. Well, it's one of those ones. Like, I will say, like, there's in total, he does actually have like 20 movies that are not cameos, but some of them are probably also lesser known TV
That's not
movies as
whiteboard.
well that I haven't seen or heard of. He's got
And
movies.
my only honorable mention would have
yeah.
been if a Jack cameo honorable mention, then Black Panther 2. That's the only good honorable mention cameo there is. Space
Not
Jam 2,
all
he
of
was
that's
the
not
best.
allowed.
Yeah, Space Jam 2, he was the best thing about that movie for the cameo. So that,
All right,
Oh, stop! That's a
It's
good.
a good
movie.
thing though that we ended the list there because I probably wouldn't with what's left probably nominated Fan Force Stick just because there's some things going on in the first half that aren't bad. The second half just sucks. So
well,
Oh yeah, if we kept going,
Yeah,
it's my next nomination.
yeah.
well, I mean,
Nothing else to do.
well,
Yeah.
quite literally, it would have been either that or someone would have to blindly bring up A Journal for Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Unless someone has seen the movie Hotel Noir, Blackout, or Pastor Brown, or
I saw the
TV
trailer,
movie,
like, nah. I took a pass when I saw the
Yeah.
trailer.
yeah. But anyway, we've got our list of 12. Now it's time to rank these. But so Chris, which of these do you have at number 12?
I think I feel at first we did EDG because you're not great, but I went with remorse.
JPO.
Fahrenheit 451.
Jordan.
I just have the Justice League movie, even though I misspelled league, I just noticed. But there you go. But I haven't seen it. That's why.
I went without remorse.
Ooh, okay.
Without
So,
remorse is going to be at 12. I don't really want better pen. I need new ones. But JPO, what do you have at 11?
Fahrenheit 451. So
Jordan.
I still got the Justice League movie.
I'm probably going to be sticking here for a while, but Chronicle. Chris.
Yeah,
Fahrenheit 451. Go with the one I
we
haven't
might be on
seen.
that one for a while, Malcolm.
With that, Fahrenheit 451 is going to be at 11. Jordan, what do you have at 10?
I'm gonna stick with the Justice League.
Chronicle. Chris
The last of the one I have not seen, Hardball.
and JPO.
no, I got Justice League now.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Chronicle. Chris,
Hardball.
JPO.
Did Justice League make it at 10?
Yeah. I'm typing out the banner.
Oh no, you're good. I just wanted to make sure. I know it's a long one.
Long
No,
season.
now I actually have Chronicle now with you.
Jordan.
I had Just Mercy.
Sticking with Chronicle. Chris.
Hardball. That's it.
Chronicle is going to be at 9. For my next one, I'm going to go Fruitville Station. Chris.
Hardball.
Jordan.
Me?
Yeah.
JPO Jordan, but yeah. So
I was thinking there's two of us. Now I am throw your hands in the air if you're a true player, hardball.
Jordan.
I've still got Just Mercy on there.
So what did you go, Chris, again? You went hard. Yeah. Hardball is going to be at 8.
Don't let my dad watching Ross in the background.
But JPO, what do you have at 7?
Fruitville Station.
Jordan.
Oh, I got Just Mercy.
Fruitville Station.
Just Mercy tied.
Ooh,
That's
teed it up.
So we go to the chat. So if anyone's in the chat, Fruitville Station or Just Mercy at 7. I will get a banner set up too, just in case there is no one in the chat. But I know Jacob was in the chat, but Just Mercy is going to be at 7.
Ooh, Just Mercy. Okay.
Jordan, what do you have at 6?
Let's see. I've got Fruitvale Station.
Sticking with Fruitvale Station, Chris.
I went with Creed 3.
JPO.
Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale
Okay.
Station is going to be at 6. Just to recap what we've got left, we've got all 3 Creeds. We've got Black Panther and we've got Sinners.
Ooh.
Fruitvale Station was my number 3 on my list.
But JPO, what do you have at 5?
Creed 3.
Jordan.
My number 3 was Chronicle, so that went out early, but I got Creed 3.
Creed 3.
Creed 3.
Clean sweep.
3.
Oh.
Okay.
But Jordan, what do you have at 4?
I've got Can You Take Me Higher, Creed.
I've got Black Panther. Chris.
I got Creed 2.
Jordan, JPO.
It could bump up, but because I like to sit on things a little bit longer, I got Sinners.
So we've got 4 ranked high. So Black Panther, Creed 2, and Sinners. Going to Jacob in the chat, who's the tie-breaking vote. The one he says. And Jacob said Sinners.
Ooh.
Ew.
Here goes my number 2.
Brian also would have said Sinners. Who popped up.
Yeah, like
my
I said,
number 1.
I might go up, but again, I don't like recency high.
Yeah.
You know, like we're all like Sinners, that's great, but
It is my number 1, so there go my number 1.
Right, yeah.
Too soon, too damn soon.
I mean, Civil War made number 1 Kirsten Dunst movies themselves shortly after that came out.
Well, that's because you guys are dumb. Because it should have been Eternal Sunshine, and I hate whoever was on that panel.
Well, I was on that panel, so sorry.
Okay, all right, I take it back. You're still wrong, but I love you all.
That's all.
I love to. I mean, I read down a panel, but I read it, but Eternal Sunshine number 1.
Yeah, that's why Chris is my favorite.
But anyway, Chris, what do you have at 3?
Am I Creed 2?
JPO.
Creed 2.
Jordan.
And I've got Creed Uno.
And I've got Black Panther, but Creed 2 is going to be at 3.
Creed 2, okay.
And that would have been my number 1, personally.
That would have been my number 1 too, actually. Yeah.
Never number 1.
Great flick.
But now, instead of going for number 2, we're going straight to number 1, and it's between the boxing match between Creed and Black Panther.
For number 1, okay. We want that. Okay. After I erased it.
I wonder who would win in a pure boxing match between Creed and Black Panther, honestly.
I mean,
Black Panther.
Yeah, probably
Black Panther.
Well, if they're just able to box, though, maybe
Yeah.
Creed. If you put boxing gloves on T'Challa.
we take away the vibranium from.
I mean, yeah, if he fought him in the 1-on-1 match after Vibranium, then probably done it.
But anyway, JPO, what do you have at number 1?
Creed.
Jordan.
I have Black Panther.
Creed. Chris.
Black Panther.
Oh,
So we're going to go to the chat to decide the number 1. So Jacob will buy Rupert there first. Creed or Black Panther is number one.
Hi, Auntie.
Both are great, so I'm not going to be mad.
And Jacob we got in first, but it's going to be Black Panther.
No, that's not the theme
Yeah.
I'm singing, Jacob. Listen, damn.
Because he's smart.
And funny enough, Brian would have gone the other way if he got in first.
Brian McGregor.
Brian
Good flicks.
McGregor.
That's a hard top
Brian,
3 or 4. So
yeah.
But our top 12 Black Panther, our top 12 Michael Jordan movies.
Top 12 Black Panther. 1, 2, and that's it.
At number 12, we got Without Remorse. At 11, we got Fahrenheit 451. At 10, we got Just Leave the Flashpoint Paradox. At 9, we got Chronicle. At 8, we got Hardball. At 7, we got Just Mercy. At 6, we got Fruitvale Station. At 5, we got Creed 3. At 4, we got Sinners. At 3, we got Creed 2. At 2, we got Creed. And number 1, we got Black Panther.
Yeah.
But
Wakanda forever.
with that,
Yeah.
that does bring us to the end of this week's episode of Rankin. But next week, I'm just going to check the poll. Is the last I checked, it was a tie.
oh,
Hi.
And it still is a tie.
oh.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring up a reel and just do it the old-fashioned way.
I had to run and grab my Black Panther hat since it won. So
My DVD is there in the back.
You should let us vote on it. Come on, let us vote. Come on.
yeah, right.
You guys have already voted on it.
Yeah.
Well, we can break the tie probably.
No,
Just we're not gonna be on the episode. No, it's not more fun for
I
us.
would love to force chaos into the voting. So.
I forget what the options are, so I don't.
Well, I mean, I'm only going to do the reel between the two tied ones, which was Florence Pugh movies
Right.
and Jason Isaacs movies.
Oh,
Jason Isaacs and who?
Florence Pugh.
Oh, what? Holy
Holy
shit.
I mean, look,
to be
I
sure
will
to
say it was really close because Florence Pugh and Jason Isaacs both have 6 votes, and Full Fig and TV themes both have 5 votes. So it was a really close
I didn't even realize Florence Pugh had enough.
Can you,
movies
mate?
Right.
I mean, just like Michael B. Jordan, it's probably going to be a short show, but she's got
right.
enough. She's got enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
We Jason Isaacs been in so many freaking movies that
Yeah.
yeah, this is actually easier than Michael B. Jordan. You literally had like 15 options, maybe.
Yeah.
But Florence Pugh is going to be next week's topic, which means I'm probably going to have.
she had probably better movie than Michael B. Jordan have in terms of the know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Which means I'm probably going to have Richie and Wolfman probably invading my DMs wanting to be on this. I know they're big fans.
Oh yeah.
At least I think Richie is. I'm pretty sure he is.
Well, she is paid.
Yeah.
Come on, Midsommar for the win.
But
all the women for the win.
But Chris, where can people find you online?
You just find me here anywhere. You find me at Jordan Channel often. David Jordan. Both Jordan. You find me tomorrow, 3 p.m. I will be on for a while. Same with JPO, but we had the match, one match for a day thing tomorrow multiplayer, and we on last 2 blocks to the bottom. So there'll be a long match. Get some popcorn and enjoy the match.
JPO, where can people find you online?
Yeah, tune in to the Peersco channel in about 40 minutes. I'm fighting Robert Kastner in a tournament match. Wish me luck on that shit.
Yeah.
So, aka Robert Kastner just made it to the semifinals in all likeliness. But yeah, then also more other movie trivia shenanigans over on that channel. What channel is tomorrow, Chris? Or is that not? That's not live, is it? Is it live?
I say it live.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think it's going to be live.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, me and Ranchko are making our debut as a team. I don't even know if I've been on stream with the guy before, but we're gonna kill it or not. I don't know. Tune in and find out. And
Me and Matt
yeah,
Taylor
Thursdays.
tomorrow.
You're going down, Chris. Me and Thursday.
If we both make it past the
Thursdays,
fifth round, then we go.
8 o'clock. Long time, first time on the Periscope. It's a movie call-in show. Chris has been there before. Come in, hang out with us, talk about some movies, and then at 10 o'clock we always talk wrestling. Lonely Mark's channel. Like 15 people just got fired from the WWE. So hear about that and so much more Thursday. It's gonna be a sad show.
I heard John Cena coming back for something in May or something crazy. So
who is
John Cena? I saw something online, unless I was duped by an AI fake thing, but
I don't know. I mean, Cena's wrestling. Yeah, this month he's wrestling Randy Orton. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But Jordan, where can people find you online?
You can find me over on the Movie Hero Network. We got all kinds of tournaments and tier rankers. So on Sunday we're going to be doing the next episode of Best to Worst that Malcolm will be a part of. So we're going to be ranking our favorite family movies, and Best to Worst, the best way to describe it is the mix of blind ranking and tier ranker fights. So you can tune into that at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to try to go a little earlier because I'm able to do it for once. And then all this week we're going to be doing the 1994 ladder series. So we're talking best movies of 1994 coming up. And yeah, that's all we really have for now. So yeah, but if you go back, we did a little kind of stream for my birthday, kind of some games. We did that yesterday, and I decided one game I might not do again because it was a little kind of slow moving. But the second one where we did some movie poster trivia, I'm actually even working on some more. I might make it like a monthly thing or something like that. Just have some minimalist movie posters and maybe even have people compete, stuff like that. So yeah, so just watch for that.
Yeah, and you can find me on and you can find me on Tape View Productions hosting Rankin Movie Week next week. For Florence Pugh movies. And you can also find me popping up here and there on Best of Worst and the later series as well. And yeah, but that's about it. And also on my other channel, personal channel, Malcolm's Movie Media, you can find me hosting the show Spare from the Past, and conveniently in the week of Backlash, a Backlash pay-per-view was fun. So I'll be talking about Backlash 2021.
Nice. Hopefully you saw the pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, I haven't yet, but I will by the time it's
right. Yeah.
I mean, I always watch the pay-per-views before to the episode.
Yeah, right. It's all good.
Yeah, but that is the end of ranking for this week. As I find something to go out on, I don't think I've got a Michael B. Jordan clip here. So,
take her away, Ian.
Yeah, take it away, Ernie.